this wrecking ball. I throw my blades against the wall and give it all I got. I aim to break not one but all. I'm just a big old wrecking ball. I am unruly in the stands. I am a rock on top of the sand. I am a fist amidst the hands, and I break it just because I can. It takes a dedicated hand to put it through the wall. You gotta wanna break the heart of all those pretty porcelain dolls.
You gotta wanna be the drummer in the band.
You gotta wanna be a battering ram. You gotta see the artistry in tearing the place apart with me, baby. I am unruly in the stands. I am a rock on top of the sand. I am a fist amidst the hand, and I break it just because I can. Let's break it
Just because we can.
deface it
Just because we can.
Let's break it just because. Just because. Just because.
Just because.
I am unruly in the stand.
I am a rock on top of the sand.
I am a fist amidst the hands, and I make a wreck out of my hand.
I make a fist and not a plan.
And I break it just because I can. 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 Because I can.
They call it creeping, I said loving. It's the only way for me. Filling out papers, signing waivers, but I stay outside its reach. I name your mother and your father and the first pet that you keep. I know your favorite place to dine at when your check comes in each week. I know you do your wash on Sundays and you separate your whites and that your car needs a new tire. Cause last week I laid those spikes. I've got a million Polaroids with all the dates pen in red ink. I sneak a walkie-talkie in your room to listen to you sleep.
You just don't know it yet, but you love me and I love you the same. One day we'll have a pretty wedding and I'll be your everything. We'll be together, yes, forever. We will never ever part. Oh, you don't know it yet, but baby, I've already got your heart.
Some call it stalking, I say walking just extremely close behind. I'm sure if I sat down and asked you, well, you really wouldn't mind. You've got those eyes that drive me crazy, and I've got eyes to watch you sleep. I bought a packed lunch and some coffee for my snake out in your tree outside your house. Gotta be as quiet as a mouse, or else you'll call the police and I'll get done for something stupid like disturbance of the peace. And piece by piece I am collecting all the things you leave behind. And when you don't, I rummage through your bins to see what I can find.
You just don't know it yet, but you love me and I love you the same. One day we'll have a pretty wedding and I'll be your everything. We'll be together, yes, forever. We will never ever part. Oh, you don't know it yet, but baby, I've already got your
some interstellar gator skin boots, and a helter-skelter and a little finger, and I ride it endlessly. She's got a Barbarella silver swimsuit, and when she needs to shelter from reality, she takes a dip in my daydream. My days end best when the sunset gets itself behind that little lady sitting on the passenger side. It's much less picturesque without her catching the light. The horizon tries, but it's just not as kind on the eye. Just not attaching to your mind and soul. You can't be sure. Arabella's got a 70s head, but she's a modern lover, it's an exploration. She's made of outer space, and her lips are like the galaxy's edge, and her kiss the color of a constellation falling into place. My days end best when the sunset gets itself behind that little lady sitting on the passenger side. It's much less picturesque without her catching the light. The horizon tries, but it's just not as kind on the eye. Is that a better? Is that a better? Just not tapped into your mind and soul. You can't be sure. That's magic in a cheetah print coat, just a slip underneath it. I hold asking that I can have one of the organic cigarettes that you smoke. Was it the best you ever had? Was it the worst? You never know. I try to tell you what I think and play it up like it's a joke. Oh, you know my surprises. Yes, it's like this. I'll do anything for you. This is highness.
so beautiful, makes me wanna believe he's got a heart of gold that nobody can see, bringing party favors, dollar bills rolled nice and neat. Party boy, you took too much, it's time for you to leave. I want you, baby, but you're making it so hard. I try to bite the bullet and just take you as you are. You get too close, take the one I love the most, and I think it's time for you to go. Make it so hard, you know you've gone too far, and I think it's time for you to go. So predictable, just like what they told me. You're staring at the floor, tail between your knees, fragile like I've never seen. You're pretty when you do not speak, fragile like I've never seen. You're pretty when you do not speak. You're so unsure, you're so